Welcome to Dirty Riches. I'm Jason. So it is 1:30 p.m. on a Saturday, and I have just returned from an estate auction that I spent $94 at. $94. And I'm going to show you what I got for that money and teach you how to be savvy when you're at the next auction. Here's what I found. So I've got this Ford Explorer jam-packed for $94. I don't even know what I got. This was an auction of a house that hadn't been occupied since 1992. They locked the door and walked away. They weren't selling individual items for the most part. They were selling lots of items. So in an hour and a half, I completely filled a Ford Explorer. I'm not talking just the back. I'm talking the middle seats and the front seat. Can't see out any of the mirrors for $94. All with stuff that's guaranteed to be prior to 1992. So I saw some interesting stuff in here. I'm going to strap this GoPro up to my chest and we're going to go through some of this stuff. All right, so I got camera strapped up. I really truly have no idea what I purchased. This was big piles of stuff. I concentrated on paper items the best I could, and let's see what we got. So first thing is a dictionary. That's cool. It's got the colored flags in there. 1904, can you see that? It's in a little rough condition, but there's someone out there that's going to want that. Got, let's see, crafting books. I love old books, especially in a situation like this, because nobody's looked through them. You have no idea what could be hiding in there. Let's see. Yeah, that's cool. The Camper's Bible, the Freshwater Fishing Bible. Look at the age of that boat. And the hats. Wish I had the hat. That would be cool. But I have no idea if these are worth anything. 1964. There's probably a collector out there somewhere. Yep. So all sorts of old home books. Yep, we got more over here. Still got dust jackets. So with stuff like this, every bit of this needs to be looked up and gone through. You'll find money in old books, you'll find postcards, sometimes the old bookmarks are actually worth more than the book. Wait, look at this thing. That is cool. Yep, that is German sewing stuff. 1991, printed in West Germany. So that is probably worth something. I've done very well with German stuff. There's a second one. Same thing, fashion trends in 1991. And the buttons and stuff. That's cool. So, yep. And then what these books are in is an old fruit crate. Look at that, standard railroad container. That phrasing alone opens up your market to collectors of all different, genres. Easter ideas or ideals. Huh. No idea. It'll be awesome though. Let's see. This old print. frame. Now with old stuff like this, you're going to want to look behind the frames also to make sure they didn't store anything, especially this with the nails coming through the paperwork and some sort of weird notations. I don't see anything right off the bat, but that's definitely not a complete search. Oh, that's cool. Hallmark centerpiece Easter. I wish there was a date on it, but oh, Hallmark cards made in USA. Nothing's made in the US anymore. Look at that box. That's amazing. Oh my goodness, look at the cards that are in here. Wow. So these are going to be really good money. These will be worth, oh, and it's got the name on there. These will be probably $10 a piece at least. So looks like, oh wow, look at that. These probably pay for everything that I bought, maybe even more in this one box. That's amazing. Now when there's the side of that fruit crate. Lemons. Cool. Kind of funny, it's lemons with a flower design. So it's pretty obvious that I had my camera angle all messed up. At this point forward, it got worse until I had readjusted everything. So I'm gonna cut off right here and then do the good footage. The other footage where the angle is really bad, I'm gonna put at the very end of my video so you can still get the content if you're interested, even though you can't see the items themselves very good. I don't know. It's good information. It's just not quite the format that I had hoped for. So keep watching. So let's go through a little bit more of this stuff, but I think I'm going to split this into two videos because there's just so much here. So these are two more fruit crates that I filled. I can't find either of these when I look them up. So once again, it's a good name your price situation on those. And then these I just backfilled with books and such when I was packing up the car to come back. I don't know what is in here. Let's find out. That's cool. That's still got the dust jacket. Novel. Oh, never mind. It's not going to be a first edition though. So, just a whole bunch of books. That one, it's like a mini book still in the little box. It's cool. I don't think there was anything in this one other than books. Once again, all these you gotta look up and find out what you got. This crate, I remember, is more interesting. This has records in it. I didn't look up any of these things. When the Irish eyes are smiling. Don't see anything special there. Now that's interesting. I've never seen a record made out of metal. Interesting. That I'm going to have to do more research on. There's a lot of colored 45s in here. Peter Pan, Junior, Little Nipper series stuff. Cinderella's. Probably not going to find anything amazing. Night Before Christmas. for Christmas, South Pacific. Vaughn Moore, Racing with the Moon. I know that one. Ooh, some of these are in rough shape though. So anyway, I didn't buy these because of this. I bought these because there are 78s. Well, they're over here now. There, if it didn't say. In my repacking, everything. But you never know. I mean, it's not always the content of the music itself as much as who made it with a 45 if it's a rare manufacturer. Patty Page. Let's see who else is in here. High Society. Yep. This will be another situation of going through every single one and figuring out what is what. I'm not even familiar with a lot of these artists, and I've dealt with a lot of records. Georgia Gibbs. No idea. But I only paid a few dollars for them. Not a piece, but for like all of them. Oh, there's a... That's usually a good one. Yeah, Lassie, though. Let's see what's in here. See if there's anything that stands out. Be nice to find, some Beatles, Sun Records in here. Or Elvis, I mean. You know what I meant, I hope. Yeah. I think these are going to be mostly kids. Well, this is good. Not for sale. That means it was a promo. So, Pajama Party highlight album. Mexican Hat Dance. Huh. I don't know. Maybe. Check out some of this stuff. This paperwork may end up being worth more than the records themselves. That's cool. Let's see, over on this side, more school books. Farmer and Planter Guide. Full of stuff. I don't see a date though. Well, I see days, just not the year. 1946. Who knows? Maybe. Dario. $1963, but my goodness, that is in perfect condition. Huh. Okay, got a huge mason jar in the mix too. I thought this was cool. The Mothballs tells you what the active ingredient is. It's fairly close out of St. Louis, but I mean, who would keep their mothballs for 80 years? Apparently these people did. Brave Cowboy Bill. Some of the paper Mouseketeers ones. Those might be worth something. Maybe birthday song. Peanut butter. That's cool. Huh. I have never seen a couple of these. Cool. So, Let's see. I think that was it. It was records and jars and stuff in this. Okay, I lied. We're going to go through these bottles also in this video, and then that'll end it. We'll go through the rest of the stuff later. So I bought these 3 cases of old soda bottles for $5. Now, there's a lot of stuff in here that's very common. There are a few, though, that are going to be big money. So, with bottles, a lot of it's condition, and then some of it is all about city and scarcity. So see here, this is all worn along the top, worn along the bottom. It's called case wear. It's where the bottles rubbed against each other in the case. And then on Coke bottles, you want the ones with the embossed lettering. If it has a patent date that says December 25th, 1923, you know it's the first generation of this style of bottle. But then the bottom has the cities. So this is Waynesboro, Georgia. And this is going to be from the 40s. Well, actually, this is 1951. They are dated on the edge. So it's the plant number, little thing in the middle, and then the date code is on the other side on these. So Waynesboro, Georgia is a pretty small town. So the smaller the town, the more valuable the bottle. But this one has some damage also. So this is probably a $10 bottle. And then take like this Coke bottle here. It doesn't have nearly as much wear to it. It's actually in good shape if we get the paint off. But it's from Kansas City. So Kansas City was big. So this is just going to go up at my antique booth for like $3, $5, something like that. Because there's a lot of them out there. So then you have some that are not marked with the cities. Actually, no, that one's not. I didn't think it was. Okay, Knee High was a flavored drink that came in like grape and orange and things like that. The embossed lettered ones are pretty scarce. They only made these for maybe 15 years or so. Yeah, it would have been 25 years. It's got the design patent date on the bottom. And then all bottles changed to what is called ACL, applied color label. It's just painted on. So this one is an ACL, this one is embossed. Same stuff, but completely different bottle and different value. This one is worth 2-3 times what this is worth. Actually, with this paint on here, I'm going to be lucky to sell it at all. But now, some of these painted ones are good also, especially if you get them cleaned up. And if you can find one that has cities on it that were not common. So Kissed is a harder to find one. This will clean up okay. Problem is, Chicago, big city. But this is still $10 bottle, maybe a little more. Double cola. Let's see. Nope, no city on these. These are okay. Value-wise, I mean, yeah, freaking Pepsi's. A Pepsi label from Columbia, Missouri is pretty much worthless. So there are a lot of, bottles in here that are worth, $3 to $10. And then there are these two. These are local. These are embossed. And they're from a smaller town, St. Joseph, Missouri. They got a cool thing on the bottom, and they're in really good shape. Now, I don't know exactly what these are selling for, but they've got every indication that they should be better than $25 a piece. So we'll see when I do a little more research on those. what they end up being. And I don't know, these are really common. Back here, there's nothing even worth looking at in either of these boxes. This is all stuff that I'll put up at my antique booth for a few dollars a piece for people who are looking for craft things. These are not bottles for like full-blown collectors for the most part. Well, there you have it. So far, we've got all the books, the records, things like that, the bottles, and other little treasures that we found. I did look up the rubber-faced stuffed animal. That's not the Rushton one. That was the name I was looking for. It was on the tip of my tongue. It's a different model. It's worth about 75 bucks. And some books that I looked up are actually worth $20 to $50 a piece. So there's going to be quite a bit of profit in the majority of the items that were purchased today. So as we stand right now on part one, I'd say we're around $6,000 worth of inventory off a $94 purchase. So I'll get another video done tomorrow when I go through the rest of the stuff. I just want to thank you for watching and ask that you please subscribe. It helps the channel a lot. And I'll see you on part two. Knitting. Love America. Children's book. That's an old one. Yeah, calligraphy stuff. Graph paper. Nothing crazy there. We got all sorts of other old books. The Hidden Persuaders. Men think of a mistress when they see a convertible in a show window. Interesting. Well, that's cool. African cartoons. Oh, with boobies. Anything with boobs sells good. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that this is going to be worth good money. In fact, we're going to look it up right now. Politically incorrect stuff always does well. Yep, $150. So this one book is worth approaching double what I paid for everything in here. This is why I buy large lots of stuff, because you just never know what is mixed in. You don't have time to look through all this before an auction, but where are you going to go wrong? I only paid like $1 or $2 for this entire box. Let's see what else is in here. That book is toast. Yeah, it's not always the super old books. New Plane and Solid Geometry. So these old books, 1893. I sell these for a few dollars a piece up at my antique booth because they're good decoration. These old school books aren't really desirable as collectibles on their own, but still worth a few dollars to someone who's looking for that decor piece. Can't even make that out, but oh, cool. See, there's something that's hiding in the book. This piece of paper alone, post-serial buried treasure contest. This will probably bring $10 to $20 on its own, and it's just mixed in this book that is beat to death that I don't even know what it is yet. But that is amazing. Okay, so this book, once again, appears to be something special. Bright colors, talking about Iran. That's interesting. So, and do an image search on that one too and see what happens. Doesn't appear that there are any of these currently. I like that. If you are the only one with something, that means you get to make your price. So if I want to put $100 on it, then put $100 on it. If I want to put $5 on it, that would be stupid, but I could. One of a kind items. Always. It's your best bet. You don't want to be competing against a bunch of people that have no idea what they're doing and underprice the market. So, some interesting paperwork here regarding sewing and such. These old dress books like this with vintage styles coming back around are very desirable. So there's probably, probably another $100 just in this little box. Okay, switching gears now over to this stuff. Got this funky colored throw. Not very valuable, but I'll sell it up at the antique shop. Let's see what's hiding in this box. Yeah, just some glassware. I don't know what the deal is with that. They could have used that. Doll? I don't know much about dolls. The staple in the head probably doesn't help it any. But it does have the name. Horseman. Well, she's got some damage, but you never know. Still a few dollars at least. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Oh, that's cool. So we got some local advertising from Wichita, Kansas for a hanger company. That's probably $20 or so. That 1980s belt. 1972, I was wrong. With the manufacturer on it, that's probably worth several dollars. This one is kind of cool. That one is cool. They're just really small. Beauty chest by Empire, made in USA. So this is going to be old. Oh, if I can get into it. Dang, I don't want to break it. I want to see what's inside, you know? I don't know if you can see in there. There's some stuff. Maybe a couple of brooches. I don't know. I'll deal with that later. It's a weird, appears to be a photograph of a cross stitch. Okay. Ah, Folgers coffee can. That's gotta be like $20. All sorts of suspender clips in there. A couple old buttons. That one's a shell button. That's cool. Would believe that's no value. That is interesting. Check that out. Huh. Never seen one of those. Wow, cool. What do we have here? Made in Japan. Toy car of some sort. Some little figures and such. Tinkered toy pieces, I'm guessing. Some play money. Indian chief on it. That's cool. I don't know what that goes to, but I'll find out for sure. What is this thing? No idea. If you all know, please comment. Oh, it probably goes with this. Duh. So, yeah, music box. Made in Switzerland. And then I'm guessing that's for the powder on top. That's going to need some more research. What is that? Look at that. Hinged early plastic made in US. Renwall 43. Let's check that out. There she is. And the prices are all over the place. But that's it's gonna be good for $15 maybe. And a bunch of seashells. Some Japan figures. Little dogs, they always do good. Geese. Rays. Oriental thing. It's an interesting little box stuff. Some paperwork of some sort. Something about stamps. I'll have to read that later. Oh, what do we have here? Something from Franco-American Products. Campbell. Is that a coupon? 10-cent coupon for Campbell's Bean and Franks. Expired in 1961. That's awesome. That's good money. This just looks like some more shells. This type of stuff I'll bag up and sell up at my antique booth. I'll have to check it really good to make sure there's no arrowheads or anything mixed in. People tend to mix those. These are pretty cool. Placemats, double-sided. Each is different. Interesting. Ooh. Print falling apart. Boat. The Yacht America 1851 with the mark and the copyright. Lithograph. So, most likely, even in this condition, that's going to be worth a few bucks. Oh, I got these old toys. Is that really LSU? This thing is cork stuffed. Personality pet. It is LSU. Oh my goodness. Or I'm sorry, Iowa State University. This, even in this condition, is going to be an amazing item. Yeah, I'm going to put this to the side and we're going to do some research on that more than just on my phone out here. And a black Americana doll. That'll do okay. Look at this guy. Oh man, I wish his tag was complete. He is old and he's going to be in really good condition. He's going to clean up nice. Spring. Oh my goodness. That is a rubber-faced one. I cannot remember the name of the company that is so famous for these. I'm gonna have to look it up. I can't remember. I hope this is one. This is worth hundreds of dollars on its own. It's amazing. We'll do more research on that. Yeah, Reader's Digest. Yeah, a few things for the antique store. So, this is a fantastic box of stuff. I don't know, this box alone is probably worth $500, something like that. All right, so needlepoint is very much back in vogue. So this actually came with this other stuff. So I'm excited about this because it should sell very well, even though I didn't buy because of that. Got this vintage badminton set here. That isn't what I was buying this lot for either. It was these bats. If you see these bats, these things sometimes can be worth a ton of money if you get the right one. Low end on these, you're looking at, $15, $20 a piece. Most likely these will be more like $35 a piece, but we'll see. All right, so I've got the next batch of books that I pulled out of a top thing to go through. So check this out. National Geographic. So, that's nothing special. This thing's sealed. It was never even opened. So that immediately makes it valuable. Some of these woodworking books and stuff are okay. Folk Remedy. Yeah, any books like this are garbage. It's not even worth looking up. You want to make sure there's nothing in there, and then that can go directly in the trash. Check this book out. This is exactly what I was talking about. It's full of bookmarks. We'll all need more research. Precious Moments books. I've never seen those before. Huge collector following. New York Times puzzle. Never opened. Sealed up. It's even got a reference number. Very interesting. 2006 though. I don't know how that got in the house, but that will definitely go online. I've done very well on some of these typewriting books in the past. We'll see if that one is one. Got some advertisements. Sears. Edible mushrooms book. That'll probably do well. Let's see, never had an edible mushroom book before. Yeah, I have to go through that. But I know him, that's Eisenhower. And this book has the dust jacket. It's personalized. I wonder if it's a first edition. It does not specifically say first edition. Look at this. Old travel books from out of the country. Very, very sought after. Some of this Jehovah's Witness stuff for the Watchtower is very much sought after as well. Any type of stuff for farming and agriculture. Kansas Power and Light, they don't even exist anymore. Hospital handbook. I mean, all of this stuff, it's going to require going through carefully. Look at that architecture book from City, close to where this came from. Johnson & Johnson Orthopedics. Look at that. That piece alone is a piece of medical advertising is going to probably be worth a lot. I'm going to put that to the side so it doesn't get messed up. More books about town. Got various paperwork and more magazine stuff. All about subject matter with that. Yeah, assisted living probably isn't worth anything. Or guideposts. I try to stay away from the religious stuff, but when you end up with it and sell it, what I do with Bibles actually is I will sell these for exactly the cost of shipping because I don't want to profit from someone who would like to get in touch with God. But it's a way to, you know, spread the word and not get bogged down with them because you find a lot. Check this out, flipping through. I have 10-cent stamps unused on the sheet still. So this is going to probably be worth some decent money. There's a postcard in here also. 1962. Have to see, read it and find out what the subject matter is. But yeah, just this is a treasure trove of stuff. So anything with Native American on it does very well. I don't know about piano recital stuff though. Yeah, I just sold my Reader's Digest and now I got another one. So another Nat Geo. Here's one of those books about natural stuff. And check it. We'll take the bookmark and we are going to throw this away and not think twice about it. So these two items were interesting to me because they were just included with everything else and they were not opened. I don't know what's in them. Let's find out. It's like stuff for working with fabric, patterns and things. This type of stuff, it's not huge money, but it'll all sell. In these types of situations, what your big money is well, there's a pair of scissors right there. Check those out. Those are cool. Yep, sometimes these scissors can be worth hundreds of dollars that are mixed in. Thimbles also, some of them are gold, some are silver. Haven't found one in a while, but cool. Just inventory. Now this feels completely different over here. This one. What is that? Some of these silhouettes sell incredibly well. This is not one of them, but some do. These appear to all be these little tiny new old stock picture holders. This is great because this is going to be a repeatable listing. So you only have to do the wording once, and then every time it sells, you put a new one up. There's more of them over here. Oh, I bet they were for the needle point, now I think about it. Have this set. This is looks opened but unused. This is very good because it's Christmas, and these are very hot items right now. So I'm going to put that to the side. I'm not sure what the purpose of keeping those is. Old pencils. Transfer pencil. More needle craft stuff. Yep, so this is, it's not huge money per piece, but it's hundreds of dollars per item over time. Okay, so what I have here is a bookshelf that I had emptied and then I refilled with just stuff when I was trying to pack it all in the car. So that's bizarre, to say the least. Other ceramic dog figure. Oh, these are casters for underneath furniture. There's actually an anchor hawking mark in there. There's one of them in here. Dog and Suds. I don't know if that's a restaurant or what. That is really heavy, good stuff. Little Manhattan, Kansas box with some handkerchiefs in it. So handkerchiefs right now are crazy. Good money. And some just photographs. Some a little chewed up. If there's any interesting subject matter. No, not really. Cuff link. Doubt if it's gold though. Oh, there's the other one. So at least it's a set. No, no marks. Old car photograph. Shame it's all stained up. Maybe I can get some of it off. Oh, candle holder, that's an interesting color. And an interesting mark. I am not familiar with Cromit. That's interesting. It has been repaired. But I'm going to put that to the side, we'll see. Even with the repair, if it's something good, or a good brand, sorry, then it's something that's desirable. A couple of odd plates, no mark. Ceramic cat with ball, marked 1956, Japan. That's probably going to be a good piece, maybe 20 bucks, something like that. I'll put that to the side so it doesn't get damaged. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, textiles are doing good, but nothing to crazy about. Some city on a river. Little clutch bag of some sort. Yeah, it's tilting. It's different. It's made in Hong Kong. Immediately makes it older. Some more photographs. A couple just trash bags, so I need that by the time I'm done. A little mirror thing. Oh, here we go. It's a style book. What year is this puppy from? $1934. Well, let's just see. I am not familiar with this one. It's like 12, 15 bucks, something like that. Not bad. Especially if there's more. All right, medical care encyclopedia. Garbage. Cookbooks, they aren't doing well right now. This is an interesting little woven container, sewing basket. Actually, it's probably put yarn in, and it's beat up, but there's something in it. And just a little card from the flower shop. Yeah, I'll see what I can do with that. Just some more books. Note. Some trash. Yeah, a little model car. Interesting. Joe Han Models. Yeah, not a ton of money, maybe 10, 20 bucks, but I mean, I paid so little, 10, 20 buck items add up in a hurry. These little folks, no idea. A couple of postcards. Love postcards. Alright, let's see what else I can find.